Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you all how to find the volume of a triangular prism. Now, if you watched my previous video, you would recall that a triangle is simply half of a rectangle or a square, depending on the triangle's base and height. So, that's how we know that, for example, how do we find the area of the triangle? Well, it would be 1/2 of the cube or the squares or rectangles area. Now, the very similar concept applies when we're talking about rectangular prisms. So let's say I have this cube here. Well, the triangular prism is simply half of this rectangular or cube or rectangular prism. So we can infer that in order to find the area of the volume of a triangular prism, we're going to be taking half of the rectangular prism that we could fit this triangular prism in. So the triangular prism formula is 1/2 of the cube or the rectangular prism. And what exactly is the formula for a cube or rectangular prism? To find the volume of a cube or rectangular prism, we need to do the width times length times height, which is essentially the both sides of the triangle or rectangle or square that you would multiply for area times the height. So we can infer that since a triangular prism is half of a cube or rectangular prism, we are simply going to be halving all of this equation. So the equation for a triangular prism is 1/2 of W times L times H, or L times W times H. Either way works because we are still multiplying them. And it is really important to note that whenever we have volume, we're going to be having units cubed because we are multiplying the unit by itself 3 times. So let's do a practice problem. Let's say we have a triangular prism, and let's say the dimensions are 3, 4, 2. And if it helps, the height is always the distance. Let's say I took the triangle, however much I stretched it out by, that is the height. That's how I remember it. So we're just going to go ahead and plug all of these numbers into our equation, and we have 1/2 of 24, which is 12. And remember, we'll always have units squared because we are multiplying 3 units times 4 units times 2 units. So units times units times units, which in turn gives us units cubed. And this applies if we were to have centimeters, meters, inches, feet, yards, any unit, it will still apply. Now let's say we have 10 meters, and 7 meters. So the height is 7 meters, but that doesn't really matter since we're all going to multiply them. We're going to multiply all of these numbers anyway. But once we multiply them, we get 700. And what is 1/2 of 700? That is 350. And remember, since we have the unit of meters, and because we are doing volume, it's meters cubed. Always remember that it's going to be meters cubed because you don't want to miss a point on a quiz if you forget to put the cubed. Because if we don't put cubed, let's say we put squared, then that would imply that it's area not cubed. Next problem, let's say we have 3, 1, and 5, 3 centimeters, 1 centimeter, and 5 centimeters. In this case, the height is 5, but what we're going to do is simply just multiply all of these digits. So we'll get 1/2 of 15, which is 7.5. And remember, centimeters cubed, as I said before, because we are using volume and calculating for volume. Now you all are going to do a practice problem all by yourselves. You guys are going to find the volume of a triangular prism, and just a reminder, don't forget to put units cubed. And you'll have 1 minute to solve it. And the measures for the triangular prism are 6 inches by 8 inches by 1 inch. And again, you'll have 1 minute to solve it. Did you do it? Let's check if we got the correct answer. So we're going to do 1/2 of 8 times 6 times 1. But times 1 is not necessary because when we multiply a digit by 1, it turns out to be itself. And then we'll get 1/2 of 48, which is 24 inches cubed because our unit is inches. Congrats, you made it to the end of this video. Whether it's you needed help with this concept, you wanted some extra practice, or you just wanted to review, I hope you learned something or got some extra practice in. It'd mean the world to me if you subscribed and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a brand new video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't give it a thumbs down, it just tells me if I need to change anything. And if you have any suggestions for any of my future videos, don't hesitate to comment them in the comment section down below. That's it for today's video, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!